So, all right then, let's get started, and I will keep allowing people to get into. And as maybe you saw my post on our community, I have we have actually Anna also will join me as co-host today. So we will have lots of announcements of new features, some small improvements, some really significant ones. And I will like to go through all of them, so I'll be a bit faster than usual. And at the end, we also have really cool upcoming features. I would like to spend some time there as well. And then, if we still have time, I would like to get your questions. And so, let me get started really quick. And please do not hesitate to interrupt me via chat or just like unmute yourself and start talking. I'll stop and then listen to you guys. It's all good. And let me just do quick settings here and share my screen. So, okay, and more adjustment here. Yes, that's good. Perfect. So, as you can see, we have like 12 new features thanks to product team and the rest of the company that we launched last month. So I will start the latest one and then go through the first one that we deployed last month. So first one is on about smart dogs and lots of updates on smart dogs, as you can see on the list. First one is updating a smart dog, basically. Before, when you update a smart dog, this literally not really affecting anyone who already have this smart dog. So these changes will apply only the one who get that assignment that get smart dog later when the change has been made. So this changed. Now, when you go to a smart dog, let me just show you two different scenario. So basically, I have this new North Star document here assigned to me. And then I will get into it. I'll have different sections and different questions or like forms that I can fill and I can choose. So basically, now I will add the roles like, let's say, role one and then role two. Okay. And then you, as a coach, maybe you just like notice that you have a typo here, or you want to change the order, or you want to add another block here. So any of these scenarios, probably you will go to your editor and you will find the new North Star document, and then you will edit it, right? And when you do your changes, let's say roles is here, and you want to move it here, let's say, and you want to change the position of mission here, and you want to add one more text here, okay? Because you forgot before. So this is sample text, and you save it. Before, it was just like, it, it was just save it before. But now it's just like warn you, give you a heads up and telling you, hey, this is a live smart document. It's a template. So if you update this one, it's going to affect 11 clients who already have that smart doc. So if you feel confident about the change you made, like if it's like for you, it's a must, then you can apply it to all. But if you are like, oh, okay, maybe I want to leave them with the previous version, so I want to create a new version, now you have save as new option. So it's very straightforward. If you apply to all, okay, just apply it. And then when you get back to your document and then refresh your page, as you can see, all the changes are there now. You don't need to reassign. You don't need to delete the previous one and then assign again. You can just do it on the go, on live. And this is the beauty of it. And if you need to create a new one, let's see this scenario start. You can go to editor again, and then let's say you add another text field here, okay? But this time, when you save, you want to save it as a new document. So we suggest you a name, and this is the new. So when you copy, yes, when you copy, it will just like create totally new smart documents. And this one hasn't been assigned anyone, right? So like I said, that's the beauty of it. Now you can do these changes on live, on the go, and you don't need to go back and forth to change your documents. And as much as I can see, I haven't.
We have
Christian, can you mute yourself, or like I will mute you?
cool.
Yeah, thank you. And so there's two questions. One from Ovi. In what cases can update lead to client data loss? Already fill out an answer. Yes. Can't hear you. Someone is not muted. I did it for you. So yeah, deleting or data loss scenarios. It's a good question. Let me show you this. Let me refresh this one. So as you can see now, currently I completed 67% of this document, and I have some data inputs here, here, and here. Those with the buttons is not changed, and like I have some choices on this multiple choice and single choice, the new blocks. I will get there. So what if you go to editor? Sorry for the mess. You go to editor and then you start deleting some of the blocks that I already completed. And in this case, okay, admit. And maybe this one here, I will delete it. Okay, and then I will save it. And sorry, this is the new one, so no one affected. Get back. Let me get back to the previous one. Okay, there's Smart Doc. Yes. Now I will remove some blocks that I know I have data input as a client, and then I save it. So it will tell me, hey, this will change first completion rate, right? We will recalculate completion rate. Maybe you add a new block, maybe you remove one. So we will recalculate it for each client, because each client will have like different timelines, right? Some of them completed, let's say like five out of 10, some completed 2 out of 10. And second thing, if you remove a block that already has some data input, we will remove it as well, because it's your decision. So we will remove that data, delete it, and we are giving you a heads up here. Block may lead to lose of data created by clients. Okay, so all the responsibility on your end, because you might need it to really remove some data sometimes, but sometimes it's important to keep the data. Then it's up to you, whatever you like to do. And then I apply it. I get back to my client page, refresh it. So as you can see now, it's like 57th, because I removed some of the blocks, and then some of the data that I already input is not there anymore, right? And let me get back to chat. Christian, allow all the SmartDoc updates. Did you get tech fix on SmartDoc sessions so that it doesn't have a huge amount of white space for the section title? Christian, can you tell me more about it? I'm not sure if I get it. Like,
Yeah, me neither.
uh-huh.
I cannot recall any big white space, so
Yeah,
maybe we fix it accidentally.
close the section together. Okay.
Yeah, so when I had it and I had them closed, it would show a huge amount of white space. It doesn't look like it's showing up that way for you guys now. So maybe it's fixed. I got rid of them because it just looked really weird.
Maybe we fixed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
This looks
These aren't
really
ready
right now, but yeah, this looks very reasonable. But maybe before it was not that.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah, it was huge.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us.
Also, another question with that: did you guys make it? And I'm sure the answer is no. You're not quite there yet, but just in case. These we're not able to share or assign sections of the smart doc to a particular module yet, right?
Um,
Is that correct?
Yeah, you cannot assign specific section to a specific person. If that
Okay.
was, yeah.
I know, I think if I'm not mistaken, that's something that you guys had planned for it when you brought out the sections that you said, okay, this is down the road, we're going to make it so you can assign
Mm,
it so that,
It's about, actually, it's not designing, but it is like when you're creating a course, we will make you able to embed a particular section in a particular lesson. So you don't have to embed all documents with sections. Now you can just like call a section and then tie it with a lesson. So it will, like, when you get that lesson, you will just see that section. Maybe that's
yeah, is that already available or is it
no,
still to come?
it's coming. It's coming.
Perfect. I mean, no rush. I'm just saying, I was just confirming whether or not it was or not. You guys are doing amazing work. I love that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like, we are
thank
excited about it. Yeah. And there are other questions. Let me check this chat
Yeah.
again.
What if you delete a template? We had it.
Okay. If you delete it, it is like we didn't change anything there. It just like work as it is. So if you delete it, it's just like work as it is. So let's do it together. When you go to your admin panel, and then this is a new Node start document, okay? And then this is already used in a program. I know that from that client here is using it. So when you delete this one, it was just like, let you know, when you delete it, you won't be able to assign this template to coaches, groups, and programs. The existing coaches that this template is assigned to will not be affected by this action. So we will keep it for the already assigned ones, and then we will delete the template for future, so you won't be able to use it again. I'm not telling you, by the way, this is the best practice. Maybe we will touch here as well in the future and give you more options, but I don't know what it is right now. But thanks for bringing that up. And related this one, maybe like OE and if you delete, and
Yeah, that's it.
that's it. Maybe Kate. Okay. I'm an AI assistant. All right. Okay. So, any other questions about updating smart documents? New way of updating them? Then I will continue with the next item on my list, which is checkbox block and multiple choice block. Actually, I already showed you guys a bit of it, but basically we introduced two new block type and more is coming. You can see it here, like coming soon, drop down, linear scale, file upload, date and time. So this will give you like ability to basically adding some kind of form elements to your documents. And this is like, this also discussed under the post that developers publish on our community. So this is basically, let me like remove this part here and then add a question. Okay, here. What is the best option for you? So in this case, if I'm using a multiple choice block, this will, like, as you can see, those are like radio buttons, and you as a client will able to choose just one from the list. Okay, this is very common form elements you can find in Google Forms or any other forms out there. And so you can add as many options as you like. And then this is like how different than what we already have here and here or other blocks. This is like you decide what will be the options. So clients can't edit it, clients can't delete it, etc. Okay, can't change it. That's the difference between other things. And so here with the checkbox block, as you can imagine, now you have checkboxes, and this like needed when you create a form that you would like to get multiple answers, which is like, okay, option 1, option 2, and option 3 is suitable for me, but not the rest. So I will just like pick inside of this one. But let me save this one and then show you live. And I will refresh here. So in the client perspective, it's like, okay, I can remove and edit it anytime I like. I'll have 3 and 4 here, but for the best option for me is option 3. Okay, it's very straightforward. And like I said, and also you can see it on the editor, we will have soon drop down, very similar with the checkbox and multiple choices. We will have linear scale where you can, let me show you Anna's great design there. It should be here somewhere. Okay, so this is what I meant by the linear scale. So you can basically set different linear scale, like set different scales to collect some kind of different information, like I agree or disagree, strongly agree, based on your needs. And then what are the other items? So you can ask for a date, you can ask for a time, and you can ask your clients to upload a file. Okay, those are all coming probably back to back in the following weeks. And yeah, and okay, any other question related with this part? Thank you. When you add additional options within a block, will the client lose their selections, or will it just add more options while keeping their current selections? This is going to be work like I explained on the updating a smart dock part. So if you add more options, they will keep seeing whatever options they previously have, and we will keep their data. Or if there is any choice from your clients, we will keep that data. But if you remove the block completely, or if you remove an option, okay, you will lose the data, basically. Like the same logic, unless you create, like save it as new document, okay? All right, no more questions here, I guess. And
Yep.
okay, then the next item is a bit of cosmetic, but I know like a lot of our customers are asking for it. So basically this will give you more options to organize your program if you're using an event block. Let me get you a program here, maybe. Yes, as you can see, normally we are listing upcoming 5 events here, okay? And sometimes if you have lots of recurring events, or maybe in some use cases you don't want to show all the upcoming events, and because it took like lots of space here, right, Anna? Like, and people are not happy with it all the time. So now you have the option of deciding how many of events that's going to be listed there. So we have 1 to 5 options, and if I choose 2, then close this one. It's like instantly updating. Now you are seeing upcoming 2 events, and that's also true for past events. Okay, so basically you are deciding the pagination and number of events that we will show there, and of course no data loss there. And when you click on next, you will see upcoming events as you can see before. Okay, it's very straightforward. So it will be nice to have the option to have more than 5 if possible. James, that's I got you where you're coming from, but sometimes we like extend the edge of customization. Sometimes we make decisions that's like to keep it pretty for everyone. So if you add there like 10 events, yeah, in some edge cases it would make sense, but 99% of the time, like it's not really what you need. So sometimes we just like ignore this kind of edge cases. Probably it will not be there anytime soon. If you
especially it would be risky on a mobile device. So imagine you have the 10 or 20, 25 events. So you will scroll and scroll and scroll, and maybe some of your clients will think, okay, this is a bug, and keep in a loop and stuff. So we decided to not go over the 5.
So can I speak to that?
Yeah, so sure.
Okay, so the main reason it would not be to be I wouldn't want them to always be displayed that way, but the way that the events block is currently set up, my program has it's a 3-month program. My first month I meet weekly. The next 2 months I meet every other week, and so what I have to do is do all 12, and then I have to go back and I have to delete the ones that every other. on the week or month 2 and 3, and it's really difficult keeping track of everything where I can't see it all at once. I guess that's the main reason. So if the events block gets updated to where I can have more customization on how I edit it, I think it would be fine. But that's the main reason why I'd want more than 5, not to always to display it, but whenever I'm editing.
Yeah.
So
Can you please, if possible, can you please write to support, and like they will get back to you with a form, feature request form? And can you explain that use case there? Because this is like, I think this is a valid problem, but I think it's not related with how many events that you're showing here. I might suggest some other solutions to that problem. And I know it seemed like they're related right now, but if you share it, that will be like really awesome for us maybe in the future, because I'm pretty sure that we will retouch the events block completely.
yeah,
And
I've shared it already. So it's in there.
yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Yeah.
When we work on it. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say maybe for your case, it would be the best to have calendar view so you can easily see the whole month and easily just edit them. And maybe that would be the better solution than having a long list of the.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, so thank you for filling the form. We will think about it, surely.
Okay, so Christian has another question for the Smart Talks. I had to step away and couldn't hear the part about the soon to come add-ons for Smart Talks. Okay, I will tell you again. And I was wondering about what that basically allow me to present a timer for each session or Smart Talks. No, they should be completing in it. No, but let me go through it again. But then also managing the participants, anything on the door.
I think it'd be really cool to have some sort of timer that I could say, okay, this should take you 2 hours, and they can have like a timer in the top or whatever that floats or something, and kind of holds them accountable, because I sometimes I have a ton of questions, but I don't want them to answer them all. I just want them to dedicate, say, an hour, 2 hours max, and I give all those questions so they can choose what's most helpful, but I don't want them feeling overwhelmed that oh, I've got to answer everything, and I end up trying to take 5 hours, so they never do it. You know what I mean? It would be really cool to have, like, say, okay, this smart doc should generally take about 2 hours, or 1 hour, and so I can set a time, and then when they go to start filling it in, they can see that timer countdown. I think it'd be a really cool feature just to avoid the overwhelm of people like me that try to do everything perfectly and then don't end up doing it.
Okay, I got you. Thanks for sharing that. It makes totally sense, but I can't share right now like any estimation about it. Let me bring it to the team and then talk about it, and then we will decide. But what we meant with the event, like the time block here, is to allow your clients to choose a specific date and time when you need to. It's a classical form elements again. Like it's not something we are discovering or we are like inventing. It's on Google Forms, it's on Jot Forms, it's everywhere. So this is what it is. But what you are telling me about keeping clients accountable by giving them current certain time frames to complete a section, yeah, it's totally different use case, and I'll think about it. Thanks for sharing. And yeah, and did I skip anything? I think it's all good. And let me check the chat once again. Yeah, you will tell people time targets for questions. Yeah, anti-perfectionism. I needed to. We all need.
Who doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah. So next item on my list is, am I missing anything? Okay. Is start the meeting reminder. This is for agenda. So basically, when you open your agenda and then you start working on it, but you didn't start the meeting, this is very basic feature. We just letting you know, like, hey, you didn't start it, because when you didn't start it, it's not recording, right? So that's the reason we put it there. Very small improvement for UX. basically reminding you to start the meeting. And one other thing related with agenda, since I'm here, is that now you can have join the call button here, another small UX improvement. Before, you have to go to events block and then find the event, this instance, and then click on the join the call button, though it doesn't make any sense, right? So we added it here since you are like start working on your wins or projects or anything, and then you can just like join the call here, okay? Steve, okay, I think the timer is an option that you don't need a platform. Students should use the timer on their phone or another option rather than having it put on the system. Whether your research will focus on higher value. Thanks, Steve. I think this is about this is your opinion about the previous timer idea on this one. Yeah, thank you. And Bob has been very helpful. Does it trigger at 5 minutes? Can trigger right at the scheduled starting time as well? James, yeah, it is start after 5 minutes because sometimes like we did today, like we wait for 2-3 minutes till people join, and then like usually after small talks, right, like a couple of minutes, then you start doing the real thing. So that's why it's 5 minutes. But Anna, what do you think? Like we can make it instant with the time? I don't know.
Yeah, we were discussing about the amount of time that we need to wait. We thought firstly at minutes or few minutes, and then we ended up at 5. We thought maybe 5 minutes would be enough to figure out that you didn't start a meeting. But
So
yeah,
one of the drawbacks is if I'm working on the agenda and building it like an hour before we start, and it does every 5 minutes, or it does 5 minutes. Once you like get rid of it and dismiss it, it won't pop back up, right?
yeah, right.
So that's why I was thinking if the pop-ups don't start until at least when the starting is supposed to happen, unless people.
It's actually a very good idea. Anna, did you get?
Oh, can you explain me a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like this meeting, let's say, meant to be start like 1 hour later, okay, 9:30 my time. So it's 8:30 here, 9:30 my time, and then I start working on it. And because I want to make some changes, maybe put some items on the list, okay, already, and then you start reminding me, start the meeting. But we already know that meeting will be happen like 1 hour later. We are not there yet. So
okay, but the reminder, it will be triggered only after the meeting time, the meeting starting time. It will not be triggered when you enter the agenda.
I don't think that's true, at least in practice, because I've had them pop up. Like I'm working on one for next week, and it's popped
really?
up. Yeah.
Oh, that's a bug then. Thank you for bringing that.
So what would be sweet is if it did pop up on the hour, like when you're supposed to start, and then if you could snooze it and it gives you that next 5 minutes, that would be pretty sweet. But yeah, so if that's a bug, then
that's a bug. Yeah, that's a bug. Thank you for noticing it. We were testing it, and me personally, I was waiting for a meeting to start and then waited 5 minutes more to see if it will pop up. But I didn't catch the case that it happens like randomly. So thank you for noticing that. We will note it down to check that there is a bug then.
And can you take a note about it?
Yeah, of course I will take a note.
Oh yeah, I saw that you have a question about forum. Can I go through my list first, and then we can jump into your questions, okay? And so next item. Oh yeah, user profile cards. This is a global feature. I mean, like what we mean by global is affecting everywhere. Wherever you see a profile, and let me get back to program and from the Smart Talk. And yeah, we have like some members are admins and some members are clients, and in many places you can click on a profile name or like profile picture, right? And before it was just like it was popping up when you hover it, and it was like creating really messy UX, and we changed that. Now nothing is popping up, nothing is like hovering, but when you click on it, you see this nice clean crossover. menu that allow you to see initial information about that client. It is, I'll show you one with the stats tab, where you can see if this client logged in before or joined when she joined, and member of programs. And if you assign any task, course, or smart talks, posts and comments, you will see all the activity here, like um, like a like you can see on the CRM page, but more like a summary. Okay, so if you get into details, you can still go to CRM page here. And if you want to take a note, I think this is very valuable. If you want to take a note, you can do it here. You don't need to go back and forth between CRM, find the client, etc. You can do it on the go. So this is a note and a note, and also all the other features, we protect them. So if you have any other coach in your organization, you can like mention them about a note. So they will receive a notification that you leave a note about a client, and they will see it as well. You can like discuss here, or you can use this area for many other purposes, like maybe there's a milestone about this client. Maybe you want to remind them something, etc., etc. So you get the idea. And about part is coming from when they fill out their profile page, when they add their social media links, when they add their like bio, etc. And let me show you mine. Only location. Okay, maybe Anna, you fill in. This is a test account, so
Yeah.
here. But the idea is for coaches and admins, we don't have notes area. Okay, so basically you don't take any note about an admin or coach. Maybe in the future, I don't know, but this is not the case today. So for admins, it's just about and stats parts. And for the client, it is also, as you can see, note parts here, you can use actively.
You can start a chat also if the program
Yeah,
is.
I'll get there. I will activate
sorry.
it and show it too. Allow the profile card, having the login as clients button available on the card will be super helpful. James, that's true. And we also have some other ideas about login as client. That's why we didn't implement it today. I can't share with you now. It's still in discovery. But if we can solve it in a more elegant way, then you will be happier, I guess, like having a login as client button here. But let's see. Otherwise, we will bring it on. It's a great idea. Thank you. And maybe just to write off to visit CRM. Yeah, I got you. Thanks for that. And like as Anna mentioned, this program has no chat, okay? Because on the settings, I disable it. So no one can use chat functionality inside that program. But if I make it enable and then save the changes, get back to program. Now on a client card, profile card, now you have send a message button as well. And when you click on it, it will just like automatically trigger the conversation, and then you can start texting. So no mess here to try to find the client and etc. Or if you want to remember the latest messages that you exchange, maybe you can still like just click on the send a message, and you will see the whole conversation history here, and then you will get whatever you need to. That's another aspect of it. And yeah, and if it's you will also have this edit profile button here. So encouraging your clients and you to complete your profile, basically. Ooh, I really like that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And okay, forum, subscribe to a category. This is again something new, small but very effective in my opinion. Is that, as you can know, in forum settings, right, as a coach, you can decide frequency of notifications. So you can ask for, okay, create a notification with every update, when someone shares something, when someone comments something, etc. And you can choose only mentions and follow-up posts, and you can choose no notification. This is mostly about how big is your community. If it's a large community, then it's good to like kind of mute some of the notifications to keep it silent and like usable for everyone. But if it's a small community, it's good to have all these interactions in your notification menu, then you can get involved. So for big communities, we identify that problem. If you choose no notifications, and then that means whatever happened here, no one get any notification. But in some cases, I'm really like, let's say, I'm really fan of this new category as a client, or like discussion category. Now I'm able to subscribe this category. It is my own decision as a client. So you can silence all the notifications, but now your clients can easily subscribe any category they like. And of course, they can unsubscribe if they don't want to get any notifications. Okay, this is like a small improvement, but I think very handy for the big communities, especially when you silence your notifications, people can still receive notifications if they have any interest about specific category. Okay, for example, for me on the Learn community, of course, I start following, like we silent our notifications there, but I am following feature request channel, so I receive notifications whenever one of our clients share a new feature request, right? And another item on my list, no question here. Oh, okay, another global feature is assignment notifications. This is also can be found on admin panel under the notification settings. So when you go to notification settings, now you have this whole new section of settings, and assignment notifications, basically when you assign a task, SmartDoc or course, and someone completed, that means you will receive a notification. Anna completed task A, Emre completed course B, or like Ovi completed SmartDoc A, this kind of notifications. So it is essential for coaches that's like keeping their clients accountable and following their progress, tracking their progress. So it is the default value, it is turn on, and if you like to close it, you can like choose between in-app and email, or you can like mute all the notifications about task completion, or for SmartDocs you can mute in-app notifications, courses as well, but you will still get email notifications when someone complete a course or a SmartDoc, and you will not get any notification when someone complete tasks. Okay, this again very straightforward. Maybe in the future we will add some other settings here, but this is it for now. Can we get completed button below for SmartDocs? Many times a client won't need to answer every single question to be 100% done with a SmartDoc. Oh, James, this is interesting use case. I think like usually complete buttons or submit buttons is related with not a document, but a form. So that means like you lock it there, okay, someone submit it, or someone mark it as completed, and then it's locked and you can't change it anymore. But I think this is not the case for you. So we can talk about it. It's interesting. Maybe it might be another block for SmartDocs that's like, I don't know, can be different solutions to that problem, but let me just copy that one and then I'll think about it.
So it just came up because I saw you can get a notification when a SmartDoc is 100% completed. But most of the SmartDocs that we have, there's some things that they can answer, some things that they don't have to answer. But when they feel that they're complete with the SmartDoc and they can basically submit the assignment, maybe is a good way of thinking about it, then yeah, that's just my thinking.
Okay, good to know that there are like other cases that we are not covering right now, but yeah, let me think about it. Never heard of it before actually, but it makes perfect sense to me what you're talking about.
Maybe something similar that we have on our courses. We have make this lesson as complete at the bottom of the course, so you don't have to check, for example, tasks or whatever. You can make the lesson completed.
Yeah, and maybe even to expand that a little bit more is each section could have one of those buttons, and the next section can't open until they've completed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Thank you.
I'm full of ideas, so
Yeah,
sorry.
bring it on.
Oh, that's
Bring
great.
it on.
That's great. Okay, I already talked about join the call button on agenda, and one other thing, SmartDoc export to PDF. This is actually one of our previous meeting. I show you guys some wireframes, I guess, as much as I remember. So basically, now you have the option of when you go to a new Smart Documents, and then you can have export to PDF here. Okay, and then it start downloading and save it, and then when you open it, you will see latest instance here with all the data from your client, and yeah, that's it. And it is also, as much as I know, if I'm not mistaken, it's also sitting on the clients. Let me get to maybe any client of mine. Oops. This one maybe. Okay. And smart documents. Okay. No smart documents. But if this client has a smart document, you can also have this download options here, right? Right, Anna? I'm not mistaken. So you're on mute. You're on mute.
Sorry. I said sorry. I was reading our comments, going back to see some other ideas, so I just missed the question. Can you repeat?
Yeah. The question is like I was talking about exporting a smart doc, and we also have it here, right? I'm not mistaken. It was on the spec, but on the CRM area, if a client has a smart doc, you can also download them here. You don't have to.
Yeah, that's on the I think so. Let me check really quick.
So, are those fields available on the PDF? Will it be helpful for clients to be able to take the PDF away and then update some answers later? Yeah, this is those PDFs are not, but if you upload, like since this is a live document, we didn't think about it that way. This is happening inside AppCoach. So if someone need to take it away and then fill it out there, we have files block for that. You can upload your not a smart doc, but a PDF template. If you're using it, editable version, you can upload it there. And then whenever they download the file, they can fill it out and then save it, do all the changes on on the PDF document, right? So there's it's not a feature of what we did, but there's a workaround for it.
Regarding smart docs on a client's profile, we don't have currently that option.
Okay.
But somehow, I know that we spoke about it, and maybe we just.
No, I know it was on the spec, but sometimes we change the scope after. I think that's the reason I ask you. Implemented. That's the case, I guess. Okay, and so last two items. You already know about section block, I guess, everyone, and also moving a post to a different category on the forum. So this is basically, let me show you really quick. Okay, another admin panel, and here is. Let's say I have a post okay. Okay. So I have the home and I have this post here, and I noticed that I just like post this, but it's on the wrong category. Now I have this option move to, and then I can easily choose a different category and then move that post there. That's it. And all the, of course, likes and comments and all the other related data will be moved with the post. This is handy when especially a client post in a wrong category, or like you want to reorganize all the posts there and you want to create new categories maybe, and you want to move some of the posts to that new category. This feature is very handy to keep things clean and sharp. And other thing on our list is section block on SmartDocs. We already see it, but as you know, now with the SmartDocs, you can create sections and you can, okay, let me go to editor to show it live. Yeah, basically this document has two sections here, section 1 and section 2. And you have this on the area of, sorry, I got lost. On the area of layout and design, you have this section options, and you can always create more sections in your documents, okay? And sections by nature has the ability to collapse and expand. So if you want to make them to be like you order your document, it's very easy and handy to use sections. And like as I mentioned before, this will also used by courses soon to like, it will allow you to embed a section into a course directly, okay? And no, it won't send any notification. You can basically, no, not to clients. And yeah, that's all for today. Like 12 new features that we introduced. And I already talked about linear scale and drop-down block. So I shared a detailed post about upcoming client and coach homepage. We are still working on it. Let me show you it a bit. Basically, this will be a big change for UpCoach. So basically, we will introduce this new homepage soon. It will be sitting top of your programs, okay? And then this will be your homepage and your client's homepage when you first sign up or log into UpCoach. And you will see your profile card, a small area, and then you will see your recent engagement. This means like recently viewed pages or courses or lessons and recent posts if you are part of a community. And also you will see all upcoming events, communities that you are part of, tasks from all different programs, okay, you're a member of. So basically like worksheets, habits, and files all in one place, as also courses. This will allow you and your clients to like now, if you're part of 2-3 different programs, you don't have to jump into different programs to find out what tasks are waiting for you, what's the courses out there, what are the SmartDocs that I was feeling yesterday. So basically this is for like UX wise, keep you on the track and make things easier for everyone. And this will also open a new opportunities for us, which is like, we will allow you coaches to go like start without creating a program. With the home pages, now you don't have to create a program. You can just like start day one, okay? You can start assigning tasks, agendas, events to a client without using program context. This will come later, but this will probably change the way that you are coaching very much, and it will like help you a lot to yeah, you basically like, now I did lots of interviews with coaches, and now you feel like most of the time, okay, I have to get ready to invite my clients, etc. This is like, this homepage thing will make things very, very easier for you to start from day one. You don't need to bring anything together. You will just like able to assign a task, someone, and then start coaching. If you like to create a program, it will be still there. You can still use program structure, but this will also like give you a more flexibility with the coaching practice. I have some questions here. Love that. This will reduce a ton of work and get rid of most of my programs. Yes, that's true. This was just what I was hoping for. When do you think it will be releasing? Love this. Okay. Everyone asking for time. I talked to our CTO earlier this week. Probably will need another 2 or 3 weeks max, I guess. But this is not a deadline. This is not a promise. This is like an ongoing thing that we are discovering a lot on the way. So that's why we are not working with deadlines. We usually take an issue and then we start working on it. And if you discover different problems on the road, we also keep touching them as well. Uh, yeah, Christian, go ahead.
Yeah, so this is a great opportunity because when I was developing my program, I was trying to figure out how I set up courses. So in theory, I've got like a 12-week program. It's really 9 modules, but I wanted to be, module per week, and then there'd be like a catch-up week every month. But I have content that's different. So some of it is like action oriented, and some of it is theory. And I was trying to think, do I create separate courses? So one course is like all of the action stuff, and that has Smart Docs connected. And then another one is theory, and I want them doing them in tandem, so that like module 1 of action is done on week 1, and module 1 of theory is done on week 1. It seems like it might make sense if they have a dashboard that's telling them, okay, week 1 is open for these 2 courses, so do them, rather than me kind of throwing a bunch of content in under one module that maybe doesn't seem like it makes sense together. Would you agree with that? Would you think, or should I just kind of put everything, like from a
Yeah,
client perspective, what's going to be easier for them?
I think um, I think both works, if you ask me. It's up to you. But um, honestly, if I'm a client, I would like to see them as I go through. But this is me. I mean, like, I don't want to see all the items at once that I will go through. But for some other clients, it might be very valuable to see what's coming in the future, see the whole structure, and then like jump into them when they're like available for me. So it is based on who you are, if you ask me, and how you like to teach people. And with this new homepage, not from day one, but in the future iterations, you will be able to assign a course directly to a client. So, which means like without putting it to a program, okay, Anna now, let's say, member of a program A, and she went through 2 courses I shared there. And now, as a coach, I want her to get another course, but not rest of the program members. So now I will be able to assign that third course directly to Anna without showing it any other members of the program. And Anna will go through it. I will receive my notification when she completed. And yeah, you got the idea. So uh, can I? Um, was that answer like you're looking for?
Yeah, and I think so. Maybe one follow up on that, and I love it. I love all this stuff you guys are doing. One follow up would be, so let's say I have a cohort that's starting, you know, October 1st, and module 1 opens up on October 1st, and I have 2 courses. Module 1 for both of those courses open up at the same time. Would it be on the dashboard that the modules show up on the dashboard? Like this is what's due?
Yeah, but not the module itself. You will still see courses,
Right.
but when you click on the courses, it is up to your, like you said, as you said, your drip type. If you decide you're gonna show only module 1 and 2, so yes, when they click on the course, when they see the player, they will see just like module 1 and module 2 enabled for them. But it is like I said, we won't touch any settings under courses in this epic. It will be just like another way of showing them they have 2 courses, but not the modules.
Okay. And yeah, that's good. As a follow up, is there a way that they would know that, oh, a new module is now open? Like, would it, and
Yeah,
maybe this is a
you
future idea, like
yes,
saying new module available,
yeah.
little
Yeah, with
tag or something.
notifications, yes. When you assign, make a new modules enabled, etc., they receive notifications.
Okay.
And
Yeah. It would be really cool if like on that, on the bottom of it where it says new course 11, if there's like a little tag that shows up with like, new module available, kind of showing they haven't done it yet and there's something left next to be done.
that's a great idea. Yeah, totally. That's a great idea. I think like we are sitting on a huge opportunity here. Like when we introduce this new home pages, it will come with that all these ideas from you guys. When you start interacting with this new feature, I'm pretty sure we will start hearing back from you lots of new ideas and new way of interactions with this page, etc. So that's why we are all super excited.
Can I mention something?
Sure, sure, sure.
So in the course, currently the reason why I have to go and log in as a client is to see kind of where their progress is. If we're in their homepage like this and we click into their course, would we be able to see their progress, not all of the things that are open for myself?
Yeah, that will be the case. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then a question I had earlier that got missed was in the sections when you open or collapse a section, when you go out and come back in, will that be remembered? Whatever was open, it'll stay open. Whatever's closed will be closed.
Yes,
Okay, awesome.
we are recording it for each client and you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question about this one? Sorry, okay, Danny need to go. And I put a hard here. Let's go under webinar recording tab. Yes, Danny. Yes, it will be. Of course, we will already, we are recording it and then we will publish it there. And I think this is the last item on my list today. We also have upcoming UX improvements and caption for image block. This is another small improvement for the image block anywhere. Like you can use image blocks, very different areas, very different editors, each editor almost. So you guys see it soon. Probably it will be live tomorrow or maybe Friday, probably most likely tomorrow. So we can talk about it next meeting. And Ovi, you have a question about forum, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
it's about well, maybe a replacement for the forum. One of the features that I was using in an app called Dimify, I don't know if you know them, they did something very similar to you guys, but they went bankrupt because of whatever reasons. But they had the option of allowing clients to comment directly on the lesson, which was insanely valuable because you had like basically the lesson and then you had the comment pertaining to that lesson. Right now I have my clients go to the community forum and basically it's too much friction. So it would be very awesome, like even for future clients, to like be able to like see the lesson and the previous comment there. That's one feature that I'm wondering if that's in the works or coming.
Ovi, it's getting harder and harder hearing you,
Yeah.
especially last sentences. I can't hear you. I got the first part, but
1 second.
sure. And let's wait.
Hear me now?
Oh,
Yes.
much better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you. I'll bring it up next time.
Oh no,
I guess
please.
the question is it possible to allow clients to comment directly on the lesson? So to have the lesson and at the bottom to have comments direct from clients. Because I find that, especially for these courses, for these group courses, one of the most powerful aspects of it is people creating energy and commenting on each other's posts. And right now they have to go to the forum where I create a topic for each lesson, and it gets busy and it's hard to create that community feel.
Yeah, as of today, it's not possible, but what you're asking for is definitely on our vision. Can you hear me now, Avi? Can you hear me? Please, okay, let me, okay. Okay, I think you got the chat message. I sent it to everyone. Everyone can use my email. Okay. Yes, also. Any other questions? I think we should have complete this meeting maybe 5 minutes ago, but if you have time, I can stay as well. And any other questions or about the features or roadmap or? All right then. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, thanks, James. Thanks, Ovi. Thanks, everyone. And I will see you. We will see you guys next month with lots of new features, hopefully.
Yeah, your ideas are been noted down, and yeah, let's see what we can create for next month.
Yep. Talk to you soon. Have a great one. Bye bye, everyone.